Suncoast. This is ABC 7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. A Suncoast company joins in the fight against Ebola.
BioLife is donating its product that stops bleeding and seals wounds to help people in Africa stricken with that potentially deadly virus. ABC 7's Alex Redmond is here with more on the story. Alex?
Thanks, Scott. 1 in 2 are dead from this Ebola outbreak. And according to the Centers for Disease Control, you catch Ebola from an infected person's blood or body fluids. One way to control the spread of Ebola may be to stop the bleeding. Well, now WoundSeal, a product invented, developed, and produced on the Suncoast, may help in the war against transmission of this deadly disease. It's busy at BioLife. The company's product WoundSeal stops bleeding and is en route to help curb the Ebola virus.
This product is going from Sarasota really all over the world. We've sent it to be used in Liberia at this point, but our plans are to really get it anywhere it's needed.
Those who bleed easily, including the frail and elderly, are helped by WoundSeal, says Patty Norris, BioLife's Director of Business Development for Healthcare.
Well, right now it is being used at Texas Health Presbyterian in Texas, where the first patient was diagnosed with Ebola on U.S. soil.
The powder, says BioLife's Andrew McFall, is particularly valuable for people who are treating those who have a bleeding injury.
Once they treat the wound and they stop the bleeding, they can move on to treat another patient and another condition.
In a demonstration using fake blood, you can see the powder comes in contact with blood, stops the bleeding, and seals the wound after pressure is applied by forming an instant scab.
That scab is particularly valuable in the case of Ebola or any other injuries because it stays in place until the wound heals. So you're avoiding the use of bloody bandages and having to constantly maintain a bleeding wound.
BioLife's team is busy with strategic planning for where WoundSeal and the commercial product StatSeal are most needed, and there's more activity behind closed doors. This is BioLife's warehouse where it's all happening, and these are the boxes that are being sent to help the people in Africa. 80,000 additional applications are in production. The assembly line ensures the product is packaged, sealed, and sent as soon as it's ready. And this, says BioLife's Executive Vice President Tim Kelly, is why.
A couple days ago, this was an international problem. It wasn't a U.S. problem, but now it's been diagnosed in the U.S.
Now, says Kelly, BioLife wants to help both the international and local problem by donating the wound sealing powder.
This situation really hit home yesterday when I heard that potentially students might have been exposed to the Ebola virus in Texas.
Kelly says he worries about the spread of the virus locally and overseas and wants to help.
Whether it's schools or hospitals or nursing homes, sealing up a wound and making sure that the patients aren't bleeding over and potentially infecting other people, that's where I think we could benefit the most.
WoundSeal, the over-the-counter product, and StatSeal, a disc used in a hospital setting or other medical settings. They use the same powder product to stop the bleeding, seal the wounds. And they hope that by stopping the bleeding, less exchange of blood, bandages, and medical equipment will come in contact with those uninfected with the Ebola virus. So they hope it stops the transmission.
And Alex, we saw in the video that they use that fake blood. How well does it work, though, with actual, real blood?
Well, I actually did use it on my horse, and he cut himself, and it did what it said it was supposed to. It did stop the bleeding, it coagulated the blood, and that was it. So it did what it said it was supposed to do. And
we hope it helps by sending those over to Africa. Anything we can do to stop the spread.
Sure, 80,000 are right there being...
That's amazing.
Getting ready to be shipped.
Thank you, Alex. Now let's head over